has that ever been something that someone wants?
Yeah,
You
that ain't
always
it.
want, even if you're not gonna ice it up, at least have it to have a nice chill to it. Like that's just crazy work. Like that's super crazy work. So they definitely would have got docked a few points just for that.
Doc, hey, if you Gordon Ramsay would have spit that shit out and then made them go, you know what I'm saying, give them everything for free. And he would have rated he probably would have rated them bad just for the lukewarm warm water.
Other than that, though, the food was bomb. Like
Yeah.
it was like we got like some type of like wagyu burger,
Oh, okay.
cheeseburger joint that was bomb. Then we got they're known for these cinnamon chicken wings,
Oh, that don't sound too bad, my G. Damn.
and them jokers was off the meat rack. I don't know. They must use like a wet batter or something because it was real light, but it was crispy. It had that nice little crunch to it. And then,
Yeah.
like I said, with the cinnamon, it gave it that cinnamon salt, that salt sweet
Yeah.
flavor profile. So especially when you got the Muncellos, that
Yes,
it was
sir. You
it
was
was
feeling
hitting
good.
like it was hitting every spot.
Yeah, that's when you that that's what that hey, when you got the munchos, that's the perfect little combination right there. Real spit.
And the Muncellos,
Yes,
that's what
sir.
I call it, the Muncellos. You got the Muncellos.
All right, man.
And then,
We gonna go ahead and jump into it, man. Before we even jump into it, yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get into a little bit of small talk. But yeah, man, it's the Benchmark Podcast, man. It's your boy Broadway Beats. You already know who I got with me, man. I got Mr. Pert with me, Neef. You know what I'm saying?
sir,
And we gonna get straight into the business.
big dubs.
Look, man. First, before we even get into the NFL, man, I just wanted to talk to you real quick about Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffs. Just, I know you probably watched the game or seen a little bit of highlights last week, so I just want to know what's your projections for them this season? Do you think they're gonna be a fumble rooski, or you think they're gonna be a contender to go get a chip, a bowl?
Rooskies. There's a saying in football: if you have one quarterback, you have two quarterbacks, you have three quarterbacks, you have none. And that's what they got going on. I don't know what's going on offense. They played three different quarterbacks. They was flipping them in and out. It was wild. The one quarterback, the third string quarterback looked the best,
Yeah,
and he got plucked. And they put the freshman in. He looked nervous.
yeah.
And like I said, I don't really know what their offensive identity is. So with that being said, plus their defense is subpar.
Mm.
They're still lighting the ass in the trenches.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's from Ruski. They'd be lucky to be 500.
No, you ain't lying. I'm gonna be honest with you. I did. The only thing I did see an improvement in the quarterbacks was looking a little. They was decent, but I feel like their run game did look a little bit better. That's the only thing
Oh
I could
yeah,
give
their
them
run
some little
game looked
props.
a whole lot better than it had ever did with Shador. But
Yeah,
that's because
they
everyone knew, man, that's not their bread and butter.
right.
You know what I mean? Like when teams, they're gonna shut that down because they know if they shut that down, now you're really one dimensional, and that's what you was trying to do in the first place. So
No, that's
with
facts.
this team, you really can't gauge what they're really gonna do. Like, yeah, they're gonna try to pass, but they really don't. They're just trying to figure out what they are, so they could get you with the pass and the run if they. That's why they was able to catch them slipping like that. He caught them
Right.
for two bombs, and he said they weren't even plays that were called. He's hey man, he's out there playing sandlot football. You run a fly route, like that's because the defense don't really know what your tendencies are.
Right.
You throw in three different quarterbacks, so that might actually work in their favor if they do it that way, and they can continue this success. But I still see in them the best, even with that, would be 500 in a bowl game, and they possibly win against like a uh, North Carolina State A&M or something
Damn.
in the in the J.C. Penney Bowl or something like
Damn, the JC Penney. Hey, some real low level bowl. Something to
man,
just make you feel happy about.
chicken foot cluck
Yeah.
some type of food chain bowl or something. I don't know. The Arby's bowl shit. I mean, like it's tight on them. They don't have
Yeah.
the talent in the trenches like they need
Yeah,
to
man.
really compete. To really, and they don't have the talent. Like
Yeah.
talent for talent, they just don't got it. And they're not even in one of them super marquee Big Ten,
SECs or nothing like that.
ACC, SEC. They're in the whatever that is, the Pac-12 or whatever they want to call that. I don't even know what conference that is. I know Utah's in it, and like BYU, I think, or something. I guess one of them real funny leagues that's still trying to hold on. But nonetheless, they're toast.
Yeah. Um, I think we'll get to really see what the coaching really about right now. Really, that's really what the bread and butter is going to show us is shit. They ain't got the best players right now, but can they coach? Because if they can coach, then they might be able to be a little bit better than subpar. But as I'm looking at it right now, it just look like they just gonna be doing real short routes and all that type of stuff. Like they gonna have to rely on the running game because at the same time they not confident in none of the damn quarterbacks, like you said. So you know, with that being said, I just don't see it happening. I was just looking at the team and just how they played, and yeah, they won, but at the same time, like you got to see what the real challenge is when they play against somebody ranked or somebody who really, what I'm saying, got a name behind their back. They played against
They're gonna
some,
get spanked.
yeah, you feel me? They played against somebody. That's why they had the opportunity to throw three quarterbacks in the game at one time because they was playing
You
against
see
some
what happened
bums.
when they played against some real talent?
Exactly, they got smashed. And my bad, I called them some bums. They ain't no bums, but you know how it is. They don't be really having all the 5-star players over there. And
And you gotta be big in the trenches. And see, this is the thing with today's or today's college, you don't necessarily see a lot of true freshmen playing.
yeah,
So
right,
with that being said, a lot of these are transfer portals. So it's like if you can't get them transfer portal kids, it's the 320s that's not gonna make it on the roster for Alabama or Georgia or something, and get them to come over to Colorado, which it doesn't seem like he's been able to do. It's tight,
yeah,
which I thought he would be able to do. I'm hoping. I don't know, man. You would think with his coaching staff and his philosophy of trying to get you to the pros, he would be able to recruit and get that type of a caliber of
bless you.
a player outside of he got the number one tackle coming into college. He did do that.
True.
But that's like I said, out of high school. You need these transfer portal talent. Like I said, some of these boys that don't go to especially Florida, like any kids that was going to Florida or Florida State or what's the other big school in Florida? Miami. If they ain't going to them, and
It
I don't see how you not funneling them boys right on into that. Like you shouldn't have no problem getting that type of a caliber of player, at least on the college level, even if they don't necessarily get to the pros. They're at
yeah.
least like mid-range, lower level. He's only been able to surround receivers because I mean, think about it, if I'm a receiver, well, I would not go play with Shador.
Right.
You
And
know,
I think it's about that NIL cash. If you ain't got that, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that too.
Okay, so if you offering it to the quarterback or you one or two players, you know what I'm saying? Then you ain't offering much to nobody else. Then shit, ain't nobody gonna come over there and play with y'all. So you know what I'm saying? It just depends on how
Exactly.
you diversifying your portfolio to get people to come over there. You know?
But you would think this is what I'm saying. Even with that being the case, let's say, okay, I'm not gonna get no NIL money like that, but I could go here, start, ball out, have the coaching from NFL talent, already have a mindset of NFL, and then get to the league. It doesn't seem like he's been able to pull in that type of talent, and I know they're out there.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, man. So, man, shout out to Coach Prime. Hopefully, he can get together,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to the coach, man.
Man, we gonna go ahead and move right down the list and get straight to the NFL, man. So last Monday, I mean Sunday, shit, I'm tripping. This last Sunday, it was the first week of the season, and we had Dallas going against the Eagles. And your boy Jalen Carter, man, you know what I'm saying? He tripped out, you know what I'm saying? He spit on Dak Prescott. He got fined $57,000. You know what I'm saying? In a 1 game suspension. I just want to know, man, how do you feel about that? Was that enough punishment? And do you think that was fair? You know what I'm saying? Because they did show a video where Dak was kind of spitting in his way, you know. So I don't know. Did he antagonize that?
Yeah, he definitely did. He knew what he was doing, but as a grown man, everybody knows your own actions are what you're responsible for. And so I just think Jalen Carter he's kind of a goofball. He's got a talent, a history of being a little bit of a hothead, and it was just that playing off of that. He didn't think that Buddy was going to do that. He thought dude was going to do something stupid. And he was just trying to get him riled up to get a penalty. He
Right.
fell for it. So yeah, I think he got the fine. They took a couple dollars out of his pocket, and he was luckily enough for him, he got kicked out the game before the game started. So they technically counted that as missing 1 game versus him. Had he played any more of that game, he would have definitely got suspended this game. So
Right.
that's so in that regard, it ain't it's a slap on the hand, it's a slap on the wrist. He'll learn from it, he'll grow from it, and hopefully, he don't. I'm sure. I'm almost 100% certain he ain't gonna do that again. At least not get caught and do it.
Yeah.
I hope. I
Man.
hope he's smart enough to not do that, black man. You got too much talent, too much money to get. So you right on the cusp of getting that top dollar for being a defensive tackle, like the highest paid ever. So you need to be cool, man.
Yeah. Man, my only problem with that was that's like damn near the most disrespectful shit you could do. You know what I'm saying? Spit on another person, like that's bogus. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like you said, it seemed like Dak antagonized it, and he just played psychology with him. He was playing chess, while Carter was playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? We just was talking about checkers not too long ago. He must have been thinking about the king me, and it messed around and he got king died for the 57,000. So you know what I'm saying. Um, Next time you just got to make sure, just in the future, it don't even got to be a spit. He just got to make sure he can control himself, just in these type of situations. Because just seeing that, you got to think about the other teams that might try to antagonize him now, just to see what he might do. Because now what that tells
That's
me,
definitely gonna be the case. It's already been the case. He's already been known for that. That's why I said that's why Dak did what he did. He knew he could rage bait him.
right? So now I'm gonna look at you as the hothead. So that's an easy move. And so if I could do that, one out of 2 to 3 times out the season, that's great. You know what I'm saying? And he
Mhm.
gonna lose money because he can't control his temper. So yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like the punishment was right. And shit, to me that's disrespectful. They should have fined him 100K just so he know, like, chill out. You
Yeah,
shouldn't
I
be
think the
doing that.
money could have been larger. I think the money could have definitely been larger, but he's still on his rookie contract. And with the CBA and stuff, there's certain restrictions in how much you can really fine a player depending on his salary.
True, true, true. I didn't factor that in. You speaking facts. Okay. All right, man. So man, JJ McCarthy, man. Uh he had a historic debut. You know what I'm saying? Started off a little shaky against the Bears, but in the fourth quarter, man, he threw 3 touchdowns to lead the Vikings back to, winning the game. And it looked like he even got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week from doing that. My question for you first is, how do you rate that performance? And that's what I want to ask you first. How do you rate that performance?
That performance was everything I needed to see and then some. Um, for two reasons. One, I've been a Viking fan and just a fan of football for over 20 something 30 years, and I think I know enough to see when a young fella's got heart and he got that it factor, and that leadership. And they kept saying that through the draft process, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I know they say that, but until you actually see it, and it was like I said, for the team that I root for, something I had never really saw from my quarterbacks was hit adversity, get through the adversity, and get the win. Like, yeah, they might, Kurt was good for that. Like, he throw a couple picks, then he get his shit together, and but we would end up losing the game because of the stuff that he did beginning the game. He never was ever. There's not too many games where I can really recall with him or a lot of the quarterbacks we've had over the years where they started out rough and then it got even rougher, and then they were able to overcome all of that and still get the W. I know it's just one game. We gonna see. Obviously, this is a lot of time left for the season, and hopefully, he has a 20-year career. But
Yeah.
ultimately, just what I saw from that game, it just gave me optimism and hope for the future that he could continue to get better and better and better, and if he could stay at the level he played if he could always be known for a fourth quarter, that type of caliber player in the fourth quarter, we got something. We got something.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. First, I got to start off and say his performance to me first half was horrible. I rate his first half. I rate him probably like shit, a D minus. He was playing terrible to me. You know what I'm saying. I think for the entirety of the game, it's like you said. I did see like a poised quarterback. That's one thing you can't teach poise. You can't teach how to stay calm. I think the whole game he stayed real calm. He never really seemed nervous, but
See, that's what I was gonna say. I don't mean to interrupt, but that's what I was gonna say, and this is the reason why I disagree with the grade you gave, and I would actually give him a C minus for his first half and for that pick six in third quarter, just because of two reasons. One, this is the first game he's played in, they said, over 600 days. That's number
okay,
one.
I feel that.
Number two is Monday night prime time, nationally televised, and you're at your hometown. This is where you grew up. You were a
True.
Bears fan. This is your hometown team.
Yeah.
So the fact that he wasn't super nervous in a lot of the things that he was doing, that first of all, there was a defense because I watched the Madden, I mean not the Madden, but the Eli Payton telecast of the game because I don't really like Troy Aikman and Buck, man. They hate on the Vikes, and I just don't like listening to them all game long talk that talk about my Vikes. But anyways, so I'm watching that version of the game, and there's a defense in the very beginning of the game. I think it was a third down that even Peyton Manning said he was shook on how they flipped it last minute.
Right.
And so, with that being said, once the game got familiar and KOC start dialing up stuff that he start seeing the tendencies, and he got the tendency of that, and we start catching them in man and exploiting that man coverage. Then that's what that was the maturation, and that's what I needed to see. But that's what I'm saying. That all goes part to being a rookie and not
Yeah.
being familiar with a lot of that stuff, and just being under. And then they're not a whack defense. Like their defense is actually pretty good, and they was flying around. And this, like I said, it's Monday night. They at the crib. They was going hard. So for him not to do nothing, to put us way behind the eight ball, fumble the ball like Sam Donald seemed to do every game, or you know what I mean, like really put us in harm's way. Like the pick six was terrible, but I expect that
So
I expected him to throw a pick damn near every other game because he's a rookie.
so let me tell you why I rated him a D. The only reason why I gave him a D minus, I agree with everything you said. But the only reason why I rated him a D minus is because I need to see him take more risks. And in the first half, he was not taking no risks. So he had some open plays. Like you said, they was playing man. It was a couple moves where, you know what I'm saying, JJ, where Justin, where my boy was open, Jefferson was open, and he could have just took a couple chances. He didn't get Thielen in the game. So you know what I'm saying. I just feel like he could have been a little bit more versatile in his choices. And then in the second half, I feel like he got a little bit more versatile in his choices. He didn't take the risk that I think he should have took, but it goes back to the point that you made, and that's why I say I agree with you kind of on everything besides taking the risk is that he's a rookie. But you know what I'm saying? I still like to see that. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're a rookie, sometimes take the risk. But I think with experience, you'll see it more. So like, you know what I'm saying? It's only game one. You might see him take, another bigger chance game two, and then game three, and so on and so on. So you gotta allow him to take his time. And yeah, man, I really don't got too much bad, but like the rest of that, I just think that we got us a good quarterback, and I feel like shit, in the next 3 to 4 years, man, if he can stay healthy, man, the Vikings might go ahead and get the move. They might go ahead and get it to the Super Bowl, man.
And
So that's how I'm feeling.
hello,
Okay, so
hello.
moving on. We still on the Vikings, but they play against the Dirty Birds next week, the Falcons. So I just want to know, man, how do you think and how do you expect them to perform against the Dirty Birds? Win or loss? How you think it's gonna happen?
Man, this is a tricky game just because how Atlanta lost last Sunday. So they gonna be fired up
Yeah.
to try to get a win after losing by a missed field goal at home at the end. So they're gonna come in and give us their best shot. Michael Penix is I expect him to have a good season, man. He's got a live arm. He's athletic. He's pretty smart, So and man, I could see that going. I could see us winning, but I also could see us losing. So I'm gonna say off of what I said last week, I'm gonna go double down on it this time, and I'm gonna say Atlanta by 3. I think they get it done by 3 this week.
He said he gonna double down. He doubled
I'm gonna
down,
double
y'all.
down,
So let me
man.
let y'all know.
Because
He
I
doubled.
feel like if I go with him, I might flip the script. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna double down on it again one more time. Because I thought it pretty much
So
they lost by 3. I said Chicago would win by 3, but I lost that the Vikings won by 3. So this time I'm gonna say it again. Falcons by 3.
But see, I only the only reason why, and see, this is what our issue is going to be during the season, and we're gonna have to fix it. But we have to figure out what we gonna do when we play in the damn zone. Because if we play in the zone and we choose not to do no rushing and we just do a 4-man rush, we got to figure out how, if it's a mobile quarterback, what the hell we gonna do? Play a spy or something? Because we wasn't doing nothing, and Justin Fields was killing us. And so,
Williams.
huh? I mean, Caleb, my bad. Damn, my bad. I'm looking at the other shit. My bad. Caleb Williams, my bad. I'm tripping. Caleb Williams was killing us. My bad. Appreciate that
Man,
pickup.
first, well, this is yeah, but this is what I'll say about that. You definitely have to have a spy, and you have to have a plan for that. But in order for you to have a spy, you got to have damn near at least one top flight corner. Because you can't just leave Nick in your playing zone. You can't just leave someone allocated to try to watch the quarterback in the zone when a receiver, if you ain't got good corners, they could just floop sit in that zone and get 30 yards. And that was
I
what
mean,
they was doing to us because our corners aren't the best. They got to play a little soft little zone, and that's what I mean. That's really what the Brian Flores does. Like he's gonna give up yards because he's looking at it from the perspective, okay, that's gonna happen. I'd rather give you a little bit than give you a lot.
nah. See, that's gonna
Like
be
these are
in.
world class athletes. Like there's no way we're going. That's why you barely see us in a man coverage because he's not trying to just give up a whole bunch of yards.
Which makes sense, but what I'm saying is you got a decoy or something. What I'm basically saying, okay, so like, okay, if you gonna do a 4-man rush, decoy, they ain't doing no decoys or nothing, so it's looking like, okay, he already know what is if he mobile, he already knowing I'm about to run. You know what I'm saying? If I don't see
And
nothing
plus
in
Caleb
four
is
seconds,
he's jittery too. Anyway, though
yeah, but like just think if we playing against Lamar Jackson or something, he gonna move.
we
He's out of
we
there. We
played
got
him.
I know, so we got to we. That's what I'm saying. We got to figure out what the hell we gonna do because he gonna have 200 yards.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
man,
Rushing.
and we play him here on that turf.
Yeah. So
I
you
think
know,
I'm gonna try to go to that one.
yeah, that'll be a good one. But I feel like I'm a double back like how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said to you last week, our running backs is gonna do what the hell we supposed to do. Our running backs did what they was supposed to do, and so what that do is it allows our rookie quarterback some time. He's not going to be able to get you 300-400 yards passing in his first 5 games. If he do, that's great as hell. Like a lot of quarterbacks don't do that. So
Right.
if your running game steps up the right way, then it allows him to only have 144 or something like that, 130, and we can still win because we got them yards.
Man,
So
yep. We were this is how balanced we were as an offense. We had 130 yards, something like you said, passing, and we had 120 something yards rushing.
that's gonna get you
You
every
don't get
time.
no more That's really that's our bread and butter. That should be our bread and butter. That should be what we're looking at, and that's really what I believe our offense is at our peak and at our best is when we're 50-50. When we can run and pass and it's a 50-50 split as far as how the production is. It may not be the play calling, but as far as the production. Like
Yeah,
at the end of the game, we can look at the stats and we're like, okay, we rushed for 150 yards and we passed for 225.
that's perfect. You
You
know what I'm
know,
saying?
that's perfect with with little to no turnovers and at least 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's with our defense and the way, like I said, the way we're built, the way we're built as a unit. That's what our plan should be, and I think that's what's going to be our identity is to play that type of ball, man. I think
That's it.
we're getting closer to having a true identity as a team, and that's a beautiful thing.
That is. And so, yeah, man, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And to me, that's going, you know what I'm saying? That's going to get you to the promised land right there. That's Super Bowl ready if you can have a team that can run and pass. You can't stop
Yeah,
them. So,
yeah. At least if they can, we can be consistent and get consistent yards with it.
facts.
You know,
Yeah.
but yep.
All right, man. So, Josh Allen, man, he had a monster
Man,
performance and a comeback win against the Ravens. Damn, I don't even know how much they was
man.
down, but They was down
It
by
was
halftime. It was
it was
what,
down like 40 to 20
20?
something.
Yeah. So he came back and they ended up winning. So
Hmm.
uh, my question for you is, what does it say about the Bills this season? What's the ceiling for them? You know what I'm saying?
And
What's the ceiling, man?
I think they're Super Bowl ready, man. I think this is their year, man. I want. I
Damn.
thought it was the Ravens until that game. That game gave me a different perspective of Josh Allen. Like he didn't arrive. Like he's really that dude. Like he didn't figured it out. He didn't figured it out. Like and they got the weapons around them with the players that they got. They got a lot of unselfish dudes that don't, and you don't really hear too many of them talking about, anything as far as getting balls their way or whatever. And you got a good tight end. That's the new thing is to have two good Thundercats at tight end. I see that's the new
Man,
wave, because then because you got to think with the way the NFL is now, the linebackers are littler. So
true.
with you having a mismatch at size and you're just as fast, it's a perfect mismatch on offense. So that's why you see a lot of teams are now starting to have premier two tight ends. If you can't have three great receivers, you might as well have two good receivers and then two good tight ends. That's
Yeah,
basically the same as having four great receivers.
that's facts. And then the great thing about two tight ends is that essentially you got two
You're
people that are
blocking.
good at blocking. Yeah, exactly. Two great people
Hmm.
that can block. So
Big
that's
enough to chip and.
yeah. That's
Hmm.
very smart. I was gonna say, you was telling me so. Okay, so we had our quarterback conversation a little bit during the summer, and it's still the summer, but like about like a month ago, and we was talking about the top quarterbacks, and you told this is what you said. You said you think Josh Allen might end up being the best quarterback this season, and I'm like, hell no, I ain't agree with you. But after I seen this game right here, um, I think I'm gonna have to agree with you, man. I think he probably might be the best quarterback this year. Um,
Man, he's
he's the
that
truth.
dude right now.
He's the
He's
dude.
that he didn't work because what his flaw was he would try to do too much.
Right.
Like that was his flaw. Like he'd get to doing too much and then he'd throw a pick. He didn't cut that down. His decision making is real crisp and his arm is the strongest in the league. Like that boy arm is something different. The
Man,
way he threw that pass on that route, on the best corner the Ravens got,
fired
and
him
the
up.
corner was shook. The corner, I bet you, if they asked him, I ain't see if they asked him after what he said after the game, because I'm quite sure if they asked him like, "Did you think he was gonna be able to make that throw?" He's gonna be like, "No," because he was in good coverage. It was just a hell of a throw with the velocity it had. He didn't have a chance. Like he had the
Right.
angle, it just came way too fast, and it was a perfect placement. And
Man.
there's only a handful of quarterbacks that got that type. There's really just him and maybe Justin Herbert that got
And
that type of
Herbert.
arm speed.
Yeah, Herbert is nice too. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, man. I think you, man. They either AFC ready to
They gonna get
AFC
the bend on him,
champions.
man.
They either go to the AFC championship game or they going to the damn Super Bowl. I can
I
agree
think they're
with you
going to
on
the
that.
bowl, man. I
I
think they're gonna get there this year.
I think I agree with you. I normally would disagree with you on it, but my man basically had damn near 400 yards passing. He had 394.
Man,
He was killing. You know what I'm
and
saying?
he got a good running back. That's the thing. Like it ain't like it's all on him. His offensive line is cold. Like
Man,
they've been together like the last 2 3 years.
yeah, man,
Like it's just a lot of his head coach is the same. Like it's just a lot of familiarity. And then, like I said, they got didn't they get to the AFC Championship game last year
did they?
and lose to the Chiefs again?
I think they did. You're right. Yeah,
So ain't like they've been on the cusp and the Chiefs don't look as good as they were. I think they might get popped in the eye by the Eagles on Sunday.
Yeah, they start slow, so they don't normally get into their flow until like week 5. So you
But
don't
the
really got.
problem with that is that this year, I think Denver and the Chargers is both going to keep winning. So they
Well,
ain't going to be able to get behind too many more games.
well, I'm glad you brought the Chiefs. We brought up the Chiefs and you brought up Mahomes because that's the next topic, man. The Chiefs they going against the Eagles this week, man. I just want to know um, who you think gonna win this game. You know what I'm saying? It's the Super Bowl game, Super Bowl rivalry game, I guess. They gonna run it back. Who the hell you got?
Man, I got them Smiggle Eagles, man. The Chiefs don't look right, man. They receivers is a little injured up right now. And I'm gonna say this right now, Bench Mob. You're hearing it first. This is an inside exclusive. I don't have any insider information, but this is just what I almost certain was gonna happen. Tariq Hill will be back in the Kansas City Chiefs jersey before the end of the season.
Okay, I can
Before
feel
the
you.
trade deadline's up, he'll be back with the Chiefs
They might do
because
that.
they right now are hurting for certain at receiver. And
Yeah.
like you said, they start slow. They're gonna bank on trying to, be good. They need something at receiver until old boy's back in 6 weeks. And even when he comes back, I don't trust Hollywood Brown and the rest of them dudes. So Juju Smith, he's just good for intermediate third down route type of dude. He ain't no every down receiver. So
Yeah.
they need something that will be able to spark that offense because right now it just looks real watered down.
Yeah. Um, I'm gonna have to double down with you, man. I got them losing, and the reason why I got them losing is the same thing I've been saying. Is they start slow. They already run. They already won them. They already got them rings. So, you know what I'm saying? They still in the honeymoon phase. They still feel like shit. We can still get there. So, you know what I'm saying? It don't really get interesting to them till half of the season. Well, the biggest issue is that they might not be able to buy time like they usually can. So, you know what I'm saying? This is just the start of the downhill spiral, man. So I got them going 0-2 week 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Commanders, Packers. They play on the Thursday night next week. Thursday night opener, man.
Me tomorrow.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Yeah, my bad. Okay. Damn, shit. Damn. Tomorrow. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They open up tomorrow. I ain't even pay attention to that. See, that's the problem, man. You know what I'm saying? But the Commanders, they play against the Packers tomorrow. Thought it was next Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you got. Who you got winning.
Oh man, this is one where I just got to go with who I hate.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the Commanders could go in the Lambeau and punch them boys in the eye, but it's gonna be tough, man. The way that defense was playing, how aggressive they were, how they just can play off of Parsons and be real aggressive as far as the short game. Because that pick they got on, it's very seldom you see somebody get a pick on a button on a hook route. Like that's one of them routes that you don't really see a pick on. The only way you see a pick on that is like I said, the corner already knows you ain't gonna have no time to do nothing.
Right.
So you finna try to hurry up and get the ball out.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
And they already led the NFL last year in picks.
yeah,
So that lets you know that you're taught down the distance in your coaching philosophy is to be aggressive on that situation. Versus, okay, that's why they're going to be able to get beat on double moves. But double moves can only be done if what? You got time.
right. And see, um, yeah, man, it goes back to the same thing I told you last week. I already knew once the Packers got Parsons, I already knew that it was gonna be like a chemistry booster, just because of how amped up and amplified he is as a person. He's real outspoken, and he's just that extra energy. You know, they did that on purpose. They said, "Oh, he's the next best thing since Reggie White," and so they was like, "We got to go get the next best thing." Brought him over there, and so man, they trying to really create something over there. But he's definitely fired up, and like you said, man, I just feel like defense is gonna always win. So that right there don't put the Packers to where Josh Love got to do it. I mean, yeah, got to do everything. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And so it give a nigga some time to be able to, you know what I'm saying? If he mess up, you know the defense gonna be able to hold him down a little bit. Um, it just give you a different type of enthusiasm when you know that your defense is gonna hold you down. So I got the Packers winning, but it's gonna be a slight W. It ain't gonna be no blowout. I got them winning by 10. Um,
Okay, okay.
a nice little 10. Okay, so we're gonna go on to the over or under, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, prize pick, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if you betting, hey, you can either go with our pick, one of our picks, or don't, you know what I'm saying? But this is how we feeling, man. We gonna let you know if we gonna go over or under, you know what I'm saying? So man, my first question for you, Neef, is will Russell Wilson have over or under 29.5 pass attempts against the Cowboys this week?
Say that one more time.
Will Russell Wilson have over or under 29.5 passing attempts against the Cowboys?
I'm going to say you said so 29 attempts.
Yeah, 29.5, 29 and a half.
I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna
You
say
know,
under.
okay, so I'm gonna say over. All right, man. So if you gonna bet, man, go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, go with your boy, man, cause I'll be winning. I'm just playing. But will Justin Fields will Justin Fields have over or under 183 yards passing against the Buffalo Bills?
Say that one more time.
Will Justin Fields have over 183 passing yards or under that against the Buffalo Bills?
I'm gonna say under.
Under?
Yep, because it's Justin Fields.
I think I'm gonna agree with you, man. He gonna have under, man. Will Daniel Jones have over or under 110 yards passing against the
Oh,
Broncos?
over, over,
Over? I'm gonna go under.
over. He might have that in the first half.
I'm gonna go under. Will CD Lamb have over? Um, damn, that shit backwards as hell. Okay, well, I'm trying to read that shit. What the hell? All right, will CD Lamb have over 75 yards receiving or under against the they playing against the Giants? My bad.
Over.
Over. I agree with
Mm-hmm.
you. He's gonna have over for sure. He gonna probably have 100. Um, will Justin Jefferson have over 85 yards against the Atlanta Falcons, or will he have under 85 yards?
I'm gonna say over.
Damn. How do I feel? I don't know. I'm gonna say under. Um, will Jamar Chase have over 90 yards receiving, or against the Jacksonville Jaguars, or under 90 yards receiving? You say what?
I didn't say anything. Say it one
No.
more time.
Will Jamar Chase have over 90 yards receiving against the Jacksonville Jaguars or under 90 yards receiving?
I'm gonna say under.
I'm gonna say over. All right, bench or start. Um, bench or start, man. Sonic or Dairy Queen?
Oh, it's definitely Sonic. Sonic, and it's got to be the Sonic in the South. It can't be the Sonic up here.
You benching it or you
It got
starting
to
it?
be the Sonic in the South. I'm starting Sonic. I'm benching Dairy Queen. Dairy
Okay.
Queen is overrated. Their ice cream is cool, but they other food is the only thing that used to hit, but it don't hit no more. Used to be that chicken and gravy with the white gravy and the Texas toast. That joker used to hit back in the day when my granny used to get it, but now it's don't even taste the same. So
Because
I'm
it's
gonna
$11.
definitely go with Sonic.
You heard me. It's $11. That's why I don't taste the damn same. You know how
Nah,
much it costs. I'm just playing.
they gave me. Now they got that clone meat now, man.
True. True.
They can sell us that clone meat, so it ain't the same.
I'm gonna have to go with you on that. I'm gonna have to bench Dairy Queen and
Man,
start Sonic.
man,
Um,
Sonic got the burgers, they got the shakes, they got the tater
yeah.
tots, they got the if you's a glizzy gobbler,
Oh, they got
they
the
got your
serious
foot
glizzies.
long for you.
They got the super long
So,
glizzies for you if you, you know what I'm saying, really
Fat
monstering.
Joe should be a spokesman.
Yeah. Uh, bench your start, man. Anthony Davis or Chris Bosh.
Man, I'm definitely starting AD over Bizaj. Bizaj, he was cold. He was a 2010, but he was yeah. It's just something about his mannerisms and his aggressiveness. He was a little. I would say this. He's a lot more healthier. He was
True.
definitely a lot more available. But as far as like impact on the game and what AD did defensively, plus what he could still give you the 20 and 10, but he might give you 20, 10, and 10 with
Yeah.
10 blocks. Like I gotta go with AD. Start AD bench Bosch Spice as my man's will use I forgot what's his name? Skip, as Skip used to
Skip.
call him.
Bosh Spice. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you. They damn near the same exact player, but Bosh just don't got that defense. And so, with that being said, that's the reason why I'm gonna have to bench Chris Bosh because he ain't got no defense. He do got the rings. He got two of
He
them.
got some D. He got some D. Don't slight my man's like that. He
Man,
got some
he's
D.
soft.
He's just
Nah,
not a defensive MVP candidate, which that's what AD was. Like he could easily won a defensive player of the year. So that's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't have that type of caliber. And when you got that type of caliber in you, plus you still giving me 20 and 10,
he's gonna get you some
you
rebounds and everything, but I just feel like the defense is lacking a little bit. Like you said, he got some D, but comparing him to AD, his defense is lacking. So I'm gonna have to bench.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to bench Bosh and start Anthony Davis. That's just a no brainer. And we gonna hit the R&B section. This is where you specialize. So I'm gonna ask you because I don't know. I ain't really got my answer yet, but I'm pretty sure you already got yours. Bench your start, man. Tank or Avant?
Oh man, yeah, I gotta go with Tank, man. Tank got them hits. Avant got some hits too. Don't get it twisted. But Avant is only I probably got like maybe 3 or 4 songs of his that I really rock to or I really would listen to. His albums wasn't really something I listened to versus Tank. I listen to his albums and I like his his songs and the way he the songs he chooses to do like and he's just been more relevant. So I
Yeah.
got to go with Tank.
Damn. All right, man. This is just all right, man. I'm gonna have to go back to my Rolodex like we always do, man. I'm only going with my man's just because, um, shit, man. I can always play this, man. And I was gonna go Tank, but man, I'm gonna have to go Avant, man. Cause Separated is always just my shit. I don't care what nobody say. So I'm gonna have to start Avant and bench Tank, even though Tank got all the backgrounds. Like if we was going like you know what I'm saying, who do more and all that, then I go with Tank because he on everybody backgrounds and all that shit. like Omarion's and everybody shit. Like the songs that you think is great, Tank is the background singer on 'em. So,
Yeah,
but man, I just had to go with Avant just cause separated, man. You know what I mean?
I
Um,
could dig it, man. It
damn.
is a hit. Definitely is a hit, and I'm probably gonna listen to it tonight.
Yeah, that's my joint. But I'm gonna
Just because
probably
you said that, I forgot all about it, all about that one. I
yeah, and
always go to what's that joint he got? I could read your mind,
oh
babe.
yeah, yeah. See, if we was going off of that one, then I would he would have been off the list. You know what I'm saying? So if you would have said that before I said separated, I'd have scratched him off real quick. Tank. You know what I'm saying? But okay, bench or start, man. Currency or Wiz Khalifa?
Oh man, I gotta go with Currency, man. Wiz, I twist with you. You one of my guys, man. I always, Black and Yellow was an anthem, but Currency, his flow, his the choice, like that album he did with Alchemist, is just such a unspoken, like anybody who's a real hip hop fan needs to listen to that album.
Man, Currency ain't never had no flops. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Man, he picks and he just knows how to pick who he to work with, and the fact that like his background, like you would think he's a Cali dude, but he's really from Louisiana.
Really, really, for sure, for sure. Um, See, I was gonna pick Wiz Khalifa, but man, he be wearing them tight ass shorts, so he don't just for that just for that reason and that reason only because like that's my like I that just he just like the younger version of Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Get chiefy. So you know what I'm saying? That's my guy,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna have to go with Currency, man, because Currency ain't never gonna do no shit like that. So just period, point blank, he gonna always stand like a man supposed to. You know what I'm saying? And I always respect my real niggas that stand like niggas, man, and don't be wearing them hoochie daddy shorts that be hugging all up on your ass and shit. We don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? We just, hey,
Man,
we niggas, man. You know what I mean?
man,
At the end of the day, but
facts.
bench start. And yeah, man, before I even go on to that, man, y'all's little skinny jeans be too damn skinny too. But I'm gonna move on. Bench or start. Missy Elliott or Nicki Minaj? Who you got?
Oh man, this one was the hardest one, just because I rock with both of them so tough. My girl plays a lot of Nicki,
Mm-hmm.
but Missy is more my demographic as far as when I was a youth. So, man, damn. Woo, this is tough, man. Man. Oh man. I'm gonna have to plead the fifth. We
Neither.
was on Drink Champs. I had to take a shot because I can't
Yeah.
even call it, man. I rock with them both so tough.
Okay. Damn. This is how I feel, man. I'ma just be real. Ain't nobody better than Missy Elliott for me. So you know what I'm saying. As far as the female rappers, um, besides like Lauren Hill or something, but she rap and sing, so she don't really count. So I mean, she sang too. Damn, it's kind of messed up. But for that reason, and that reason, her pen game is so nice. She done wrote for everybody and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go with, you know what I'm saying, Missy Misdemeanor Elliott for sure. And bench Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, Queen. You know what I'm saying? But you got to go. You out the door. Bench or start.
Dig it.
Um, bench or start. Or Marion or Mario.
Man, both of these, I'd plead the fifth and kick them both out, man. I don't. They both annoy the hell out of me, man. Omarion's got like one song that I like, and it's the song he got where he got two rappers on it. He got Fab, and he got
What?
Pusha T. This is
You,
when he was rocking with Rick Ross.
man, he got you should let me love you. Let me be the one
No,
to.
no,
You know
no,
that ain't your
no,
joint?
no,
Oh, you okay. Oh,
no.
my
I
bad.
I couldn't stand Mario and his long Planner's peanut head, man. That dude was just a weird. He had that little nasal voice, like he sang out of his nostrils. Like I can't. Mario, you's a good dude. I'm sure you cool as fuck, but bruh, never been my cup of tea. Not a fan. And Marion, jump off a bridge with the rest of B2K tied to you. All you real talk.
Damn. All right, man. Man, I feel lame as hell for even picking, boy, just for that. That little outro. But if I gotta choose, because I try not to hit the neither with you, so you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna pick and choose. So right now, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest,
go
man.
ahead, B.
Mr.
Yes, sir.
Icebox gotta go, man. Marion gotta hit the bench, and I'm gonna have to let your boy Mario start, man. So, and that's just cause you know what I'm saying. You should let me love you. That's my joint. You know what I'm saying. We used to, you know what I'm saying.
I can
That used
dig
to be
it.
the joint.
I can dig
Every time I used to roll up, for some reason I'd be in the car and the music come on, boom, it'd be that, or it'd be cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. I used to
Man,
be
they
like,
played that
damn,
song to death.
I hated that shit.
I remember that too. Yeah, they love that Tim McGraw and Nelly boy.
Man, that shit.
Nelly was on this. He was on to something before niggas was really gonna go that country route. Nelly Ben did it.
Listen, everybody, you wouldn't be singing. Nobody would be singing right now if it wasn't for Nelly. So shout out to Nelly, man, for doing his thing. But we gonna hit the TBQs, man. I just want to know, man, what was the first sneaker shoe commercial you remember watching? You know what I'm saying? In your time, break it down.
And it's funny you said, bruh, it was the
Grandmama.
Grandmama commercial for Larry Johnson. He had some shoes. They had React Juice, and they were some
I
Converse.
remember
I
them.
wanted them so bad. I never got them. I ended up getting some KJs. They was the same. Some Kevin Johnson.
That's a major decline compared to LJ. You took from
Larry Johnson.
LJ to
Hey,
KJ.
they was cold though. You
Yeah,
go
them
back and
KJs was
look at them
fresh.
KJs.
They was.
Go
I
back and
remember.
look. See,
They
them
was.
jokers was hard.
They
And
was.
this was when Converse was still teetering on the lifeline of still being relevant. So
Hey, you know KJ
yeah,
was my
man.
favorite player. You know I remember what them shits looked like. Come on now.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I ended up getting, but yeah, the first commercial was Grandmama. It was either that or that, is it the shoes? The
Yeah,
Spike Lee uh Michael Jordan commercial. That's actually probably the first one.
that
And
was
then
what.
it was but Larry's just that was so iconic. Unfortunately my man's was in the dress, but that's neither here nor there.
See and see that was my first one, but it was is it the shoes? I was gonna see either that or it was gonna probably be the like Mike. If I can only be like Mike, it was that one. So and then the little penny. You know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, that like Mike is a Gatorade commercial, but
Oh, is
that's
that a
all
Gatorade?
good.
Okay, so it's definitely is the shoes. All right, facts. Don't be shitting on me like that. Hold on, bitch mob. You just try to slide that in and shit on me. Actually, that's a Gatorade commercial. Boy, you got me fucked up.
Nah,
No,
I'm
that's
keeping
facts.
my guy on point, man. I don't want bitch mob to kill you in the comments. Like, man, that was definitely not no shoe commercial. I just watched that Jordan documentary, and I know it was a Gatorade commercial.
No, you right. That's facts. You speaking facts. I appreciate the alley oop. You know what I'm saying?
Alley oop, got to.
I want to know, man. When you was on the game back in the day, what was the first cheat code you ever learned? And I bet you it's the same one I say. I bet you. What you gonna say? I'm hundred
I
percent
have to
sure.
say, the first one that I learned was Contra,
Oh no, that wasn't it. Damn,
the
I thought you.
Unlimited Man.
Damn, I thought you was
My
gonna say.
second was Sonic to be able to go to the last board and then have Unlimited Man too.
Damn, I thought you was gonna say the
Them were
same
the
one.
first two. Now, what was yours? What was you thinking I was gonna say?
My first one that I ever learned was Mortal Kombat. The blood cheat code for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think one of my homeboys. This is remember when you used to be able to buy the books.
Yeah,
I think he had one of them books, and that's how I ended up figuring out how to do that. But yeah, you
I kind of
definitely
remember it.
brought up. brought back some nostalgia with that because that was show something, and that was like you could add the whoopsie.
Yeah, I remember it was like a up, down, left, right, up, down, A, B, A, something like that. It was some weird. I almost remember it. Like if I was on the game right now, I probably could remember doing it just by muscle memory. Uh, okay, so let me ask you, man. You know, we are in a digital era, so you can't go grab CDs no more. But I just want to know, man, what was the last CD you bought before the streaming era took over?
Now, don't kill me on this bench mob. Like my man, like my bro said, I am R&B king. I went and got that Bobby Valentino, man.
Slow down, I just want to get to know you, but don't turn around. He went to go scoop that up real
Yes,
quick. Okay,
that was the album too. That was the album, man. That Joker got some heat. Hey, that he got some heat
yeah.
on that album.
Oh, he got some heat. He got some heat. See, I bought, man, I don't even like saying this one because this one was a trash ass album. I had to try to convince myself that this album was good. But I bought that Kanye Yeezus. You know what I'm saying? That was the last album I bought. And it was like man, I had to try to convince myself, say the production good. When you gotta do shit like that, man, it's not hot. You know what I'm saying? I like it because of the production. Nah, hell nah. What was he talking about? Not a damn thing.
Right.
All
Not a
right.
damn thing.
All right, man. Before we get up out of here, man, we gonna go ahead and get the nugs. We gonna get the Neef nugs real quick, man. Neef, man, I just want to ask you real quick, man. What's a money move you regret not making sooner? You know what I'm saying, in your life? Just like, no, maybe it could be an investment or just anything. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's definitely investing in Bitcoin, man. I had the opportunity. The guy brought it to me well before it really popped off, and I had no clue about anything digital or, I just internet. All that was kind of that's. I'm still kind of behind the times when it comes to that. So I just didn't trust it and didn't know much about it. So, and he was only asking me to give him $100, and he was going to invest it in. And this was like 2010, 9, 10, 11, somewhere in there. One of them.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine how much Bitcoin was worth in 2010 or 11. I'm sure it was pennies on the dollar. So
Man, I
just
think
a
I
hundred
agree.
bucks would have made me $100,000 richer right now. So Bitcoin is definitely the one that I heard about and had the opportunity to get into well before it popped, but just didn't know enough and didn't have enough courage to just jump out
Yeah.
on that ledge.
You know what? And I just want to add in this, and then we gonna get up out of here. When I first heard about Bitcoin, it was only at like $15. So
Mhm.
you could have bought in at 15. I was looking at it like, hell no, I ain't finna buy in on that. And it's probably up 3,000 times more than what it is now. I could look on the app, but I ain't got time for that. But yeah, man, we got to go ahead and go pay some bills, man. We're going to get the hell up out of here. We definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. It's the Bench My Podcast. I'm your boy, Broadway Beats. I got your boy, Mr. Perp Neef, with me. Hey, man,
Yes,
say
sir.
something closing to the people, man, before we get up out of here, man.
Man, I appreciate all the love, man. Y'all continue to stay locked in, stay blessed, stay humble, and have a great night.
Yes, sir. We out of here, man. Till next Wednesday, man. We'll tap in. Yakasuki. We out.